Hey, what's up? Today I'm in the park with Alex. It's extremely windy. I'm here to check out the construction that's going on in the park and to answer the question, is the park still fishable? We're going to check out some of the construction spots and see if we can fish. This is Big Lake. You see they have it dammed, and then over here is where it drains into Falcon Lake. Sorry for the wind, it's really a windy day. Water over there does not look too dirty. Less windy over here. This is the other side of the bridge. As you can see, they've drained it and they've changed it a little bit. Looks like they've dug it out over here, far bank. You see where the equipment is. Now what they're doing is they're extending a sculpture garden. We don't know how much of this area is going to be the sculpture garden and how much is not. It'd be nice to know. Look, there's a kayak over here. You cannot fish in the sculpture garden, so that means whatever bank the sculpture garden is going to take, you're not going to be able to fish that. All right, let me get some lines wet. This is what I'm going to toss here in Big Lake. This is by Delta Lures. It's a jig with a blade on it. Almost looks like a chatterbait. And then this is by Strike King, or Lucky Strike. I can never remember who makes this, but it's my favorite square bill. Must be my dyslexia, or my age. Look at that, black and chartreuse, one of my favorite baits.
Something on here for a second. It was
yeah?
It wasn't a bass. It was either a perch or a yellow bass, and it looked like it was foul hooked.
Oh! See that? I just had a follow-up and lost a fish, and now he's got one. Awesome.
I stopped to look at you. I stopped cranking, came up to the top. That's when he bit.
Right here. He hit me right here. There's like, ooh.
Same with me. Maybe do a little pause when he comes.
There's this line of rocks and there's a drop off right after it, and that's fish will hang out right there. You got yours off that, is that a square bill you're throwing?
Yep.
So far I would say that the construction has affected Big Lake because the fish are stuck in Big Lake, but the water's not extremely dirty. There's just nowhere for the fish to go but here. And I know that when they drained that over there, what they did was, as they were draining it, they were electrocuting the water to get the fish shocked, and then they were taking the fish and putting them over the dam as fast as possible. So it could be that there's a lot of fish in here, more than normal, but that's a typical bass for this water. I mean, they're all dinks. There are some big ones, but there's a lot of dinks. That's nice.
That's a decent size for a Big Lake dink.
Yeah. All right, this is morning call. Alex and I have come to the other side of the sculpture garden, which is right here. We wanted to see if we could see the other dam, because there's the dam I just showed you, and then there's supposed to be one on this side, but I don't know where it is. I don't see it. But yeah, this used to connect to Big Lake, and at the moment it does not. The gondola, which used to be at Big Lake, is now docked over here. We're gonna walk up and we're gonna check this water out. This is much dirtier, Alex.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't eat anything in there.
I bet you the dam is over on the other side of this sculpture garden, directly behind the art museum. Much dirtier over here. Well, let's walk behind here and see what we can do. So you're either going to catch fish or tourists. They're everywhere. Hopefully the fish are too.
And I saw a little bait swimming around.
Yeah.
I mean, this used to be all, it was all grass.
It's not very weedy today at all.
That's usually what keeps that. That's what keeps that water clear.
At least it's nice and shady under here. Yes. Oh, right off, Alex. Yes. Gary Yamamoto. I hope I'm saying that right. That's what this jig is I put on. This soft plastic. Out from under the bridge. Look at that. Nice. Nice little dink. Oh, I'm cleaning up the bayou. What is that, a bread bag? Some kind of bag. Bag monster. Oh, it's an old sandbag. An interesting creature bait, huh?
Yeah.
All right, like Alex said, this spot's not worth losing tackle over. It is really dirty, and I did catch one fish. It was the first bite, and it was the first fish. I don't think you got any bites, did you? Mm-hmm. No. So, pretty dirty. Worth about 5 to 15 minutes, but not worth much. Not worth losing tackle over. Let's go check out the other construction site in the park, and then, like I said, fish, fish, fish. All right, this is Falcon Lake, and this is the second big construction project in the park. It's supposed to be a children's museum. When I cruised through here last week, this lake was drained, and it's been drained for a while, but as you can see, the water's back. It is better than behind Morning Call. Not as dirty, but dirtier than Big Lake. I haven't seen any fish activity. There is a kid over here fishing, and sorry about the wind. It's kind of a windy day. We're not going to fish this. We're just going to maybe have a word with them over there and then go to another part of the park and fish. So we just had a nice conversation with them back there. He was catching cichlids and bluegills. He's a subscriber of the channel and asked us a bunch of things. So we think this is fishable. We don't know what's in here because the water is freshly back in here. There's obviously cichlids and bluegill. But we want to go to the other side of the lake. We didn't bring any rods down, so we just watched that kid fish, and he was having a great time catching little sunfish and cichlids. So now we're going to go see what the state of the Union on the other side of the park is. Come on. All right, we're coming over to check this interesting spot. It's noisy, it's a little windy, next to the highway, it's next to Drip Drip. It's the Weir. I've never done anything good here, but I always try. Alex has always tried. I don't know if Alex has done well, but there are some better spots further along. The water's kind of dirty, but not too bad. It looks just kind of like heavy with tannin, you know, stain. One of the things that always sketches me out about this spot is this parking lot over here. It's always got shenanigans going on. When we pulled up, there was some shenanigans going on in a car over here. A couple like looked really flushed when we pulled up next to them. We had no idea. We were just talking about fishing, and I don't know what they were doing, but they got out of here real quick. So Grodat, the little farm thing, is on the other side of these trees. We're gonna bebop around this little area, but I don't know if we're gonna fish here. It makes me want to pee. Alex and I have come over to this little bridge, which is behind Grodat, in the Frisbee disc courses on the other side here. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, you dog. You're too happy. Yeah, you're right. All right.
Come on. Y'all have a good one.
All right, you too. You got one? Oh, wow. That's pretty chunky.
That's nice. Whoa. For I knew they had to have one here. You hit it right again, right as I was pulling it out the water. Right in front of that, see that little cove right there?
Yeah.
He was right in there. I saw him come up to the top and hit it and everything.
What'd you get that on?
The
swim bait.
Dawn Red, the one you gave me. That's a great color for back here.
Yeah. All right, now we're entering Courtier Forest. My goodness, look how choked this is. Damn. Couldn't tell you if that water's dirty or clean. I can definitely tell you it's choked. Damn. How far are we gonna have to walk? Alex is already ahead of us on the trail, so we're just gonna have to catch up with him. Dang, that's choked. Finally, I've got past the choked bit. Here's another fisherman, and Alex is just ahead of him. We're almost to the fishing dock. That's how choked it is. Wow. At least the whole thing's not choked. All right. All right. I am throwing a fluke here, and this one is weedless. Fix it up again. And weightless. Trying to get my hook straight so it doesn't vortex too much in the water. There we go. This overcast is nice. Something interesting, but it turned out to be fruitless, like it was a little bite. Alright, I'm going to take the choke point then. What are you doing? Hey! Come on, you crazy dogs.
Hey. Slide. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
Ah! God, you guys stink like sulfur now.
That's this way. You really want to fight, huh? I'm about to throw my hands at you.
Yeah, you're right. Thought they'd never leave. Well, I'd say the park is still fishable, sort of. Some of it's better than other parts of it. We're gonna take off. I'm kind of tired and hungry, and I'll see you next time.